When we talk about Brahui language and especially about its history and the features and the characteristics, we come to know that no work has been so far done so deeply which could explain the actual position of Brahui language. And since I have been asked to talk about Brahui language, Brahui culture and civilization, almost they all are same or have very deep relation with one another. Since lot of I think words, lot of facts have been explained about Brahui language earlier. So I will go only to the facts which have not been explained so far. And secondly, I will also talk about the civilization because it has not only been explained so far in this seminar or in anywhere else, but things are so I think necessary for me to be explained because no one has come, no one has reached, no one has talked about them or has written anything about them so far. So things are very new, especially for the students and all those who are staying here. I would like to go with the etymological approach that when we talk about the language, there are several things which give a peculiar status to the language. First of all, I would like to say that there are lot of the choices in Brahui language for the measurement. Measurement for each thing, we have a specific term according to the size and the use of it. Here I am going to explain some things like pasas vaktana, khafos gallana, घच्चस मशना, गुल्लू स्पालना, गुलू मसदीर, मुठ्ठस मेश, ट्रंगड़स फोग, ट्रिकस कारीमटी, चीरस गुद और गिदिस्तस डगार, वटीस दीर, कुटिनस पाट, like this and all these show I have given just you some examples and there are a lot of things. For want of time I am not going to explain things in a detail. And the second peculiar status about the Brahui language which I am going to say that for here human here each for its each size and also for its each look we have a specific term like puja, pishkav, pot, mills, jhand, jhandula, bhumbaloka, jhand and so on. There is another thing which mostly asked by the students that we use only one thing for drinking, for eating. We say kuning. When we go to talk about the liquid, we also say kuning. When we want to go about a solid thing to eat, we also say kuning. I think it's a very good opportunity for me to explain that kuning is like taking something because when we ask someone to take a cup of tea, we also say that take also one biscuit please. So one thing that's in liquid and the other thing is solid, but we also use the same thing take for it. And when we come to about offer someone only something to be drunk, then we also say please drink water. So is the case here in Brahui language, and Brahui language has more than two terms for it like kuning, kashkanning, gattagulum kanning, gullu kanning, and several other things which give a specific status to Brahui language. And now I am talking about the family word. I think Brahui is the only language in this region which has such a big family when we talk about Brahui language in terms of its family. I am giving you example of only one word here. When we talk about chashma, the mostly people say that the word chashma has come from the Persian language. But Brahui goes to say that it has a very big family of this word like Chakul, Chuttok, Churreng ya Churrefing, churri, chat, ched, ched chalamchin, chhad, chhol, chattav, chuding, chankasdir, chappi manning, chattavia phir, chutto cunning, churchur cunning, chidkawa. It's just an example, and these few words I have collected, and it can be quite possible that the family of this word can be bigger than this what I have explained before you. So all these show the diction richness of Brahui language. Now I am going to talk about the Brahui folklore, and there is also good variety, but no work has so far been done about it because Brahuis are living in a very scattered population, and the writers and the researchers, and particularly those who are going to make the syllabus, they have not yet reached to the far-flung areas. I will go to explain it in my later speech that why I am going to say, because lot of the things which I have seen with my own eyes, but they have never come in focus, not only in a national or international level, even at local level. Lot of the people who are well educated, but they do not know the such aspects of Brahui language. When we talk about the Brahui folklores, we also find here a good number of the variation because Chanjal, Trongur, Sinkur, these are these still have not yet come in writing. I am working on it, and also the other writers although are now working on it, but still we have not shown the world that what is the richness of our language in this area. When we talk about the elegy or lamentation, we also get lot of the examples like Bibel, Noora Mengal and others. Here it's a good time for me to quote a book has been written by Muhammad Ishaq Siddiqui, and the name of the book is Fan-e Tahrir Ki Tarikh, and this book has been published by Anjuman-e-Taraqi Urdu, Aligarh. Lot of the things have been shown there in this book, and lot of the facts have been mentioned here which directly go to explain the characteristics of Brahui language. This book has been written by Muhammad Ishaq Siddiqui after a very deep research, and lot of the things have been shown there in the shape of picture, and they have also shown that the pictures which have been shown there, that are symbols and that are going to explain very specific things in terms of the language and pass the information. And these symbols are used in three languages. First, one is Ilumi, other one is Sumeri, and the third one is Babuli. And when we go to use the word Ilumi, it comes to be a very clear word of Brahui language. And more importantly is the fact which has been written in the book that the languages which have also been declared as Khonti and Mehi. And Khont in Brahui language is called a hand knitted rug, which is used covering the mud-made shelves and shelf where the boxes were kept, and these hand knitted khonts were used over them. And such things, all the symbols which have been shown there in the book almost were knitted there on this khont. This also one of the specific characteristics of Brahui language. So I am now coming to the culture and the tradition. Due to globalization, the process of socialization has increased. Nobody can deny this fact, and Brahui society has also taken the impact of it. But still, there are many things which are followed which form the social norms and values of Brahui language, and the Brahui people are still following them in their daily life. Like hospitality, and here is good time for me to give an example that once a salamander run away from a man who was after it to kill it, and it took refuge in the house of a Brahui family. The head of the family came out and asked the man that what's the matter. The man explained to him that there is a salamander which has come and entered in your home, and I want to beat it, because according to them the Islamic teachings tell us that killing of salamander is a reward. But the man said, replied to the person that whatever you have done outside my home. Now it has taken refuge in my home, so my social norms do not allow me to kill or to damage or to wound this salamander. And the things went hot, and consequently a fighting took place between two families, and several people were killed just to keep this norm alive. From this fact, it can be judged very well that how much social norms and values are followed by the Brahui people. Similarly, when we come to the cuisine culture of Brahui areas, we also here find some basic facts. Since the Brahvis have been living in a landlocked area, and the experts say that the culture is mostly guided by the available resources. And the example which they have given in this regard is that when we will go to have a look of the cuisine culture of the people living in the plains, and availability of water is in abundance there around them, you will see them that they will be growing lot of the things like tomato, garlic, ginger and other things in their cooking. It was possible for them to make their diets, their food more delicious. So they become expert in making korma or such things. But when we will go to have look at Brahui society in terms of this fact, you will see that the resources available with the Brahui communities living in their areas, that was only the meat and the wood, and the third one was salt. So we become here expert in cooking saji. So they become there, those who were living are living there in the plain areas with the availability of water. They grow the things according to the availability of resources, and we mold our cuisine culture according to the resources available around us. Now the third thing is Brahui rights and customs. Yes, there are also a lot of things that are still existing, although the urbanization has vanished many things, but still few of them are existing, like Gamburi. Gamburi is done of a newly born children when the child starts walking. Then a man takes the child, and also a sweet bread is baked, and one strong man takes the baby and starts running away. Others try running after him to catch him, and one who catches him, he gets in reward the sweet bread. And this practice or rite is called Gamburi in Brahui language. So when we also talk about the Brahui games, we also get lot of terms here like Ju, Halalol, Digawada, Alladad, Tilli, Bedi and many other things. Some rites and customs are existing in our society which are pre-Islamic, coming from Hindu cultures, like using of the swastika, which is believed to keep away the bad evils and ghosts from the rooms where the newly born baby and its mother are living. It is not without reason, because the archaeological evidences show us that the region where the Brahvis have been living are living even today, the Buddhism has also been found to be existing there as the religion. I will discuss it in detail when I will go to touch the portion of civilization. But before going this, I think it very necessary to say you about the story of Rabia Khuzdari. Rabia Khuzdari was a poetess some 1000 years ago, and she was from the royal family, and the name of her father was Malik Qaub. She fell in love with one of her servants, namely Baktas, and this is how this love story took place. The very purpose of the mentioning of this story was that some 1000 years ago, the women of Khuzdar Jalawan or of the Brahui society were so advanced and educated that they were in the position to go for the poetry and also create beautiful poetry where they could explain their sentiments, emotions and other feelings in poetry. Now the major portion comes the civilization. I am finding no doubt to say that the civilization of Brahui areas of Jalawan or of Khuzdar and also of the rest of Balochistan, when we will go to talk about Makran or Kachhi or Lasbela and also of upper Balochistan, you will find also such things there. Since I have made this my focus and I have also worked deeply on all these things, so I have good reasons and also solid evidences to claim that the civilization of this region is as old as the civilization of any other place else is. Usually it is claimed that after the establishment of Archaeological Survey of India or ASI, the focus has been there in the Indian site and in Pakistan, present Pakistan, before the partition, so as it was done before the partition. So that's why I'm going to say the present Pakistan or Pakistan, which where the Indus Valley civilization is situated. Only Indus Valley civilization has been focused by the experts. Since this focus has been so deep that rest of the areas have been ignored, and Jalawan Khuzdar is also one of such areas. The claim that comes to establish the civilization of rest of India is that there are three main places: Lothal, Rakhigadi and Kheradi, and Dholavira, because they say that the very concept of life of birth has taken place from these areas, and the proof they show to justify this claim is that the grave goods means the things which have been unearthed from the graves of the dead people. And those who were women, they have also found the ornaments buried with women. And if the grave is that of a man, then the other things like weapons have been seen there inside the graves with the dead body. And sometimes the utensils have also been, terracotta utensils have also been seen to be there inside the grave. And the concept was that when the dead one would take a rebirth and definitely he or she will need something to eat and also something to wear and also some weapons to defend himself. So that's why all these things have been buried with the dead body. And this is the very fact that they claim that the very belief of life after death has been taken from that. And I am finding no doubt to say that such things have also been discovered from the many mounds of Jahlawan region. We have seen many such graves where the bodies have been buried with the same things. So this also shows that we have also been as old as the rest of the civilization of this whole region is. Secondly, when the mounds are dug, unfortunately, the treasure mafia is so active in Jahlawan or in our region we are talking about, that they are doing it freely and unscientifically, because these mounds are in the custody of the people are the influential and have a control of their region, specific regions, and the government has little right or control over them. So that's why they do what they like. They make agreement with the treasure mafia and also fix their share and then allow them to uproot the civilization, start blindly digging the things and take out whatever whatever they get from such areas. So that's why nothing is safe with us, but we are in a sense fortunate enough that such things we can see today, because the things is done so openly that they are sell out there in the open market, and everybody or any person can see them, buy them and resell them, and there is no one to stop them from doing all these things. So this had enabled us to see the things and make their photograph, which I have done many times. Not only I have made the photographs of them, but I have also purchased lot of the such things, and I have also made my small museum in order to ensure the safety of such things. And I think it's a point for me to say that when we talk about civilization, it is something not to be explained but to be displayed, and displaying of such things can make to establish what I am going to claim in my this speech. Similarly, when we have to go to Dhador, there is another civilization here. This when we have to look and go back in 1920, we shall come to see that the Mohenjo-daro has been dug out by John Marshall, and then the world came to know about the Indus Valley civilization when the first article by John Marshall was written in the Illustrated London. I think it was perhaps December 1925. But the civilization which is existing even today there in Dhador, it is existing on the surface of the soil. And the antiques are spreading, antiques which are so heavy that nobody can carry them. That's why they are existing there. Otherwise, the rest of the things have been taken away by the people. But we are, I think, in this sense, fortunate enough that the area is in a rough and tough area and it is not easily accessible. So that's why people do not get there easily. And this is the very reason that this civilization is existing even today by 80 to 90%. And if we ignore it in the same way as we are doing, then we can never expect it to stand longer. I was talking about the civilization of Dhador. It has been decided into 3 areas, and outwardly it seems that one area is for the population settlement and for the elite class, other one is for the workers, third area is for the agriculture purpose, because the dikes which have been constructed there to store or to harvest the rain water show that this is only for the agriculture purpose area, because I made every possible effort to get even a single thing which could indicate me that the people have lived here, but I did not find it. But there are dikes in hundreds numbers, and even few of them were only 10 to 15 steps away from one another. So this shows that how much people have been living there in the past time. The second specific thing which is mentionable is the masonry construction. The stones, the color of them, the size of them show that they have been brought from far-flung area, because the color and the size of the stones which have been used there in the construction bear no resemblance at all with the stone available on that area. And the work has been done so nicely that when you will go to have a look at this, you will come to know that a very expert person of this field or the very expert people of the area have used it. And we will find here lot of the things, rooms used for the granary, as it has been practiced that 2, 3, 4 rooms have been interlinked and only the small windows have been made just to ensure the passage of the air, and that has been used for the granary. So type of the construction can be seen there in Dhador. Third one is that there are, the other thing I will especially talk about the terracotta products and other artifacts which have been discovered from all these mounds, show that they all have been made here locally, because whatever is available there in the local, the picture of such things have been drawn there. And cave paintings and also the cave writings and other inscriptions are also there that need very deep research, because inscriptions that have been found by me, and I have also written about it in Kolachi Valley. I sent the pictures of this inscription to many of my friends and relatives living abroad, but I could not get the answer because no one could decipher them. But recently one of my family members sent me the pictures that the inscription, same inscription has been found there in the Museum of Cairo. And Cairo and Khuzdar, there is a very huge distance, but I think it's very amazing that how the script reached here and there. So here also other inscriptions in Kolachi, in Gaj, in Mula, and more than 12 such scripts are existing there in Sasol, Drokhel. Drokhel is the lofty peak of district Khuzdar, and also the scripts written there, they are in circular way. The shape they show circular, and according to the experts that the circular script was existing in the south of India, where the Dravidian people are living, and the historians and also the linguistic approach, the people say that Brahui is also a part of the Dravidian languages. So the topic is very deep. since I have got very less time and for want of time I am going to wind up. I would also say that the things I am going to explain, that's going to spreading over centuries, not but millenniums. And we are also have the evidences here of the Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic age. But 30 minutes are not enough at all to explain them. Hopefully I will be available there, and I hope that you will give me one more chance in the future to explain the things before you in detail, and also give you the pictures and the videos which I have collected, and the things are still existing. And I also hope that students from Namal will come here to do their PhD, to do their MPhil, because we have much things for them to write on. Thank you so much.